Hello learners, welcome to NIOS Studio. Today we are going to define electric dipole and electric dipole moment. We will also calculate the electric field due to a dipole in special cases. Let us first define electric dipole. The electric dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance. The figure shows two charges minus q and plus q separated by a very small distance 2L. Now, let us calculate the electric dipole moment in this case. Electric dipole moment will be equal to either charge into the distance between them. So, it will be q into 2L. Now, SI unit of the dipole moment will be the unit of q into unit of 2L. Q is measured in coulomb and 2L is measured in meters. So, SI unit will be coulomb meter. Now, this electric dipole moment is represented with symbol P. So, let us write it down here. It is equal to P. Now, this P is a vector quantity. If it is a vector quantity, some direction should be associated with it. So, what will be the direction of P? Direction of P is always from negative charge to the positive charge. So, in this case, P will be directed from left to right. So, in the particular case, here the charge minus q is on the left and charge plus q is on the right. So, P is directed from left to right. Now, let us calculate the electric dipole moment in two special cases. First, we will take the case when the point is on the axial line of the dipole. Now, we will calculate the electric field due to the electric dipole when the point P lies on its axial line. Let us come to this figure. Here, this is the electric dipole. Charge minus q is here, charge plus q is here. They are separated by small distance 2L and the point P where the electric field is to be found. Let us find out the electric field due to the positive charge at point P. Let it be E1, then E1 will be equal to K Q upon R minus L whole square. It will be along AP. Why it is R minus L? Because the distance between point B and point P, it will be R. This distance is from the center. R is the distance from the center of the dipole to point P. So, the distance between point B and P will be R minus L. So, we have taken it here. Now, the field at point P due to the negative charge. Let us represent it with E2. It will be equal to K Q upon R plus L whole square, and its direction will be along PA. Why it is R plus L whole square? We are taking the negative charge. This distance is R. So, L has to be added to it. So, then it will become the distance between minus Q and P. So, we have taken R plus L here. So, E2 is equal to K Q upon R plus L whole square and its direction will be from P to A. Now, from the scrutiny of these two relations E1 and E2, we see that E1 is more and E2 is less because the denominator here is R minus L whole square. So, the net electric field at point P will be E and E is equal to E1 minus E2. It will be K Q 1 upon R minus L whole square minus R plus L whole square. Then doing the necessary mathematics, E will be equal to KQ R square minus L square whole square, and this is R plus L whole square minus R minus L whole square. It will be K Q R square plus L square plus 2LR minus R square minus L square plus 2LR divided by R square minus L square whole square. So this comes out to be KQ 4LR upon R square minus L square raised to power 2. It can also be written as K 2 P R upon K2PR upon R square minus L square whole square. Now this K is nothing but 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So electric field E will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 PR upon R square minus L square whole square. Now electric field E is a vector quantity, so it will be directed along the direction of P, means it is having the same direction as that of the dipole moment, and dipole moment in this case is directed from left to right, negative charge to positive charge. So electric field, net electric field is also from negative charge to positive charge, that is from A to B or A to P. So now let us find the electric field in special case when L is very less as compared to R. L is very small as compared to R. In that situation, E will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 PR taking, dividing and multiplying by R square. So it will be R raised to power 4 1 upon L square upon R square whole square. L square, when L is very small as compared to R, L square upon R square will be a very small quantity and can be neglected. So the expression becomes 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2 P upon R cube. This particular case has two basic significance. Number one, the electric field on the axial line is directed along the electric dipole moment, and secondly, the electric field due to this dipole will be proportional to the 1 upon R cube. Now let us calculate the electric field in the second case when the point P lies on the equatorial line of the dipole. So let us come to the board to find out the electric field. due to a dipole on its equatorial line. Let us refer to figure A. Here we are having a dipole AB, charge minus q is here, charge plus q is here, and this is point P on its equatorial line, means on its perpendicular bisector. Now, the field due to charge minus q will be directed along PA. It is depicted by E2. Then the field due to charge plus q will be along BP. It is depicted by E1. Now, as E1 and E2, they will be equal in magnitude, but their directions are different, so they are to be resolved into components. So, in the figure B, we have resolved E1 and E2 into components. This angle will be theta, this angle will also be theta. So, resolving E1 into components, it will be E1 sin theta and this will be E1 cos theta. Similarly, it will be E2 cos theta and it will be E2 sin theta, as magnitude of E1 is equal to magnitude of E2 is equal to E. So, E1 sin theta and E2 sin theta, they are equal and opposite, so they will cancel each other. So, there will be no component of the electric field in the vertical direction. The net electric field will be along the horizontal direction only, and it will be E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. Now, let us write out the expression for E1 and E2. E1 will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square plus L square raised to power half whole square, means 1 by 2 and 2 will cancel each other. So, the expression will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square plus L square. Similarly, expression for E2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square plus L square, because why we have taken r square plus L square? So, this is L and this is R. We are supposed to calculate BP and AP. BP will be equal to R square plus L square under root. When we take the square of under root, it is simply R square plus L square in both the cases. Now, net electric field E will be equal to E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. It will be simply 2 E cos theta, because E1 and E2 both are equal, which I have already written here in equation 4. Because magnitude of E1 and E2 are same, I have represented it by E. Substituting the value of E from here, 2 into 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q r square plus L square. Now, let us write the value of cos theta also. Cos theta will be equal to base upon hypotenuse. So, in this case, base will be L. Hypotenuse is r square plus L square raised to power half. So, base is L upon hypotenuse is r square plus L square raised to power half. or under root, you may say. So, substituting this value of cos theta, we have this expression L upon R square plus L square raised to power half. Now, again writing the expression for the electric field. Using necessary mathematics, we have 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This 2ql is replaced by P. We know that 2ql is nothing but P, the dipole moment. So, P upon R square plus L square raised to power 3 by 2. So, this is the expression for the electric field. We have found the magnitude of the electric field here. Now, what will be the direction of this electric field? We again come to this figure B. You see that the direction of resultant electric field will be direction from right to left, means it is directed in a direction opposite to the P, because P is directed from minus Q to plus Q, and electric field, net electric field will be directed from right to left. So, how we will write it here? E is equal to, with a minus sign. Why minus sign has been introduced here? Because E and P are directed along different directions. Now, let us take the special case when L is very less than R. We already know that the separation between the two charges is very less as compared to this distance R. So, what will happen to this equation? Now, let us find out the expression for electric field when L is very small as compared to R. Expression for electric field E will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon dividing and multiplying by R square. So, it will be R cube 1 plus L square upon R square raised to power 3 by 2. As L is very small as compared to R, so this term can be neglected. We are left with minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R cube. Again, we find out that the electric field E in this situation is proportional to 1 upon R cube. So, now I will summarize the points which we have found here. The magnitude of electric field in end-on position is twice the field in the broad-on position, means the magnitude of electric field in case of axial line is double than the field on the equatorial line. This is field on the equatorial line, and the field on the axial line was 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon R cube. So, when we compare these two relations, relation 1 and relation 2, comparing relation 1 and 2, we see that field on the equatorial line is half than the field on the axial line, and the field on the equatorial line is in opposite direction to the dipole moment, whereas in case of axial line, the direction of the electric field and the direction of the electric dipole moment were same. However, we find one similarity also. That similarity is, you see that electric field in both the cases is proportional to 1 upon R cube. So, today in this lesson we have defined the electric dipole, we have defined the electric dipole moment, and we have found the expressions for the electric field in two special cases, when the point P is on the axial line of the dipole, and the second case when the point P is on the equatorial line of the dipole. Thank you.